Hi everybody, Susan LaCroix, demonstrator with Stampin' Up! I'm here to show you a card I made and how I made it using the Angels on Earth stamp set right here. I just love this stamp set. It's Christmas, so it's not really, you can't really use it a lot with other seasons, but I just loved it, and I love the vintage and the shabby chic look. So that's what I've decided to use. And so this is the card that I made with it. And I just wanted to point out a couple of things. I wanted some gold behind the angel. So I first embossed some gold foil paper, but it was too bright and too brassy looking. So I decided to go a different route. So what I did was I took a piece. Let me set her aside for a minute. I took a piece 3 inches by 4 inches of soft suede, and I ran it through the tin tile embossing folder. I ran it through my Big Shot and then got a piece like this. Okay, so once I got this done, I decided to distress it. So I took some Versamark and just kind of direct ink to paper. And I am purposefully not wanting to get all of the paper covered. I use dollar store coffee filters as my little catch thing. So I'm going to just dump a bunch of gold embossing powder on here. And then I'm going to run this over to my Big Shot, but I'm not really. I'm sorry, my heat embossing tool. But I'm not, so I'm just going to move this out of the way, and that is what I got with it. So as you can see, not all of the paper is covered with the embossing, and that's exactly the look I was looking for. All right, so I'm going to put this aside for a moment and bring out a scrap of very vanilla paper and my soft suede ink and my stamp. She's big enough. I'm going to tip her this way. So I just want to tap, 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 do the shine test, make sure I have ink where I want it to be, and then I'm going to stamp her. Hold it down, let that ink kind of soak into the cardstock for a bit. And isn't she pretty? And now I'm going to use my layering ovals framelits, and I'm going to die cut her out. So there she is, all die cut out. All right, so I'm going to put her aside for a minute and bring out my card base, which is a piece of the thick vanilla. It's already scored, so mountain side in. So I'm going to close her up here and stamp my corners, again, in soft suede. Well, let's see if I can get this here. All right. So I kind of am aiming for the corners. I like this kind of vintage look here. I hope I'm in camera all the way. Oh shoot, well, hopefully I'll cover her up with the oval. I've got ink on my fingers and ink on the card. Yikes. Okay. All right. Let me just get this off here. So here is my my card base, and I kind of missed a spot up here, but you'll get the idea, and you'll see the finished card again at the end. So now I want to do some distressing, so I'm going to take a piece of sponge, and I usually kind of tap off on my paper, and I won't sponge all the way around. I just want you to kind of get the idea here, because I can finish sponging. And I'm kind of purposefully coming in on the corners because I want to extend the sponging and the distressing into the card itself. So again, I'm just kind of tapping off some so I don't get any streaks where I don't want them to be. And finish sponging all the way around here. And so then I'll just kind of set it down a little bit. Maybe I'll just add a little bit of sponging just to kind of, again, add that distressed look. All right, so once I'm done with this distressing part, I'm going to distress our angel in the same way. Again, I don't want it just along the edges, so I'm kind of coming in to give it a real distressed and vintagey look. And how much distressing you want to do, that's totally up to you. Some cards, I think, call for a lot more. So, okay, so here she is, kind of all done. So now I'm ready to kind of put the card together. So I'm going to take my multi-purpose liquid glue and squirt some on here. And if I haven't mentioned this before, I'll mention it again. I know I've mentioned it before, but I really like the multi-purpose glue because you have some time to work with it when you're trying to figure out where you want it to go. And so on this card, I really am trying to center it kind of in between my corners here. So you can just kind of move it around. You don't have a lot of time to fool with it, but you got a little bit of time. And I think what I'm going to do too is I want a little bit more distressing up here too with the ink. So you can always add more ink. You can't take it away. So once you get this piece on, I took some dimensionals and put a bunch on her. Well, not a bunch. I put probably 4 or 5 because I really want her to pop. Woo, baby! All right, there we go. That's probably enough. And a little secret I learned in Denver at convention many, many years ago. The supplies were brought up by truck, and it was July, and it was hot, and the backings on the dimensionals were really stuck. But we discovered that if we just pushed in with our finger or a thumbnail, it really kind of helped pop off those back pieces of the dimensionals. Okay, so we're going to kind of set her down in the middle on the dimensionals. And then to finish off the front, I took some rhinestones and my blend, my dark soft suede blend, and I used the brush side, and I went ahead and just colored them in. And what's nice is that they dry fast and the color won't rub off when you use the alcohol marker. And using our handy dandy take your pick tool, and I'm using the sharp end, I'm just going to pick up some of these rhinestones and put them in the corners of my card. I almost kind of like that it didn't stamp all the way over in that corner. Adds to the distressing. And then I'm going to put one on her dress. There we go. So here is our finished card front. Ta-da! So what I did on my finished card is I went ahead and went a step further, and I did the inside. So I stamped "Wishing You Blessings at Christmas," which is part of the stamp set, and this border I did as well. And then I also sponged along the border on the inside just to add some continuity to it. So there she is. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this card, please leave me a comment. And if there's any other techniques you want to see, let me know in the comments as well. And I'd be happy to show you. The other thing I forgot to mention was that I took some Wing Castella, and I did Wing Castella her wings up a little bit just to give the wings a little shimmer. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.